What's up guys, it's Ocean here. Today we're making a pork tofu, so let's get into it. For this recipe, you're going to need 1.5 pounds of chopped pork, 3 tablespoons of canola oil, 2 cloves of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of black bean garlic sauce, 1/4 cup of Aloha brand soy sauce, salt to taste, 1/4 cup of cornstarch plus 1/4 cup of water, half a round onion sliced, 1 block of Tamori brand tofu cubed, green onion to taste, base and tops, and 3 cups of water plus additional to refill. Today's ingredients come from the east side of the Big Island. We're using Kulana's Big Island chopped pork, and we got some Tamori's tofu, handmade in Hilo. I have a wok on medium heat. Make sure your pan is nice and hot before you add your oil. Let that heat up a little bit, and then we're gonna add our garlic. Allow garlic to simmer, then carefully add your pork. So right now we're just browning our meat. Browning your meat will give your meat a nice rich flavor. When it's done, you'll have a nice golden color, and you just have to stir it periodically. So as you can see, we have this brown coat on the bottom of our pan, brown, not black. And that's gonna give you a nice, deep, meaty flavor when you add your water, and it will help with your final product. So now that our pork is nice and brown, we're adding our black bean, soy sauce, and a little bit of salt to taste. You always can add more after, but if you want some now, so the pork will have some flavor. Stir it up, and all of this will help to deglaze your pan and bring out the flavors. Now you can go ahead and add your water. We're gonna turn our fire down to medium-low heat. We're gonna try and keep that water level right above the pork. Over time, water is gonna evaporate, so you may need to add more. So this process of simmering your meat is very important because we want our meat to be nice and tender and soft, and you don't want it to be hard and chewy. We're using Tamori's firm tofu. They make firm and extra firm. We're just gonna drain it out. Put it on a paper towel for about 10 minutes and let it dry. So if you ever wonder why tofu is packaged in water, it's because tofu itself contains a lot of water, so it helps it from drying out. Second, when the tofu is in water, it's not exposed to oxygen, so it doesn't spoil as quickly. After the tofu is dry, you can remove the paper towel and then cut it into about 1-inch cubes. As you can see, our water level is right below the pork. Our sauce has a nice dark color, and that's from the caramelization of the pork. So now we're ready to add our whitewash. This will help thicken your gravy. It's 50% water, 50% cornstarch. We're gonna add a little bit at a time. And then we're just gonna stir it up. Take a look at this. Our sauce is nice and thick, and it's almost like a gravy. So we're turning our fire onto low. We're gonna add our onions. The base of our green onions. So we're using Akakai green onions. They're some of the best green onions from Yamamoto Farms in Waimea. My papa likes to plant the base, but I like to use it in cooking because it will give you a nice strong flavor, and it has a lot of rich oils. Now we're adding in our tofu and the tops of our green onions. So we're gonna gently fold in our tofu. You don't wanna stir it because if you do, the tofu will break apart. So some good additions to finish your pork tofu. We have some Lone Palm mung beans, Double D Ranch and Farm Heart of Palms, we julienne them, and some Lone Palm snow peas. The best way to enjoy this dish is on a nice hot steamy bed of white rice.